Okay, so we can just start off with your name and how many kids you have.
Hi, I'm Christina Sanchez, and I have 3 children.
Okay. Today we'll be talking about the 3 stages of your pregnancies. The first question I have is, can you describe your feelings when you first found out you were pregnant?
Excited.
Um, what were your initial symptoms during the first trimester, and how did you manage them?
I wasn't sick at all.
Um,
I actually didn't get sick until my 2nd trimester.
okay.
Interesting.
What kind of support system did you have in place for your pregnancy?
Myself, my job, and my health insurance, I guess. My doctor.
And how was your pregnancy impacted your daily life or routine?
Didn't really impact my life with the first child. I think I was just excited. I had energy. I was younger. It didn't really impact my work or anything.
Okay, now moving on to the second trimester. How did you feel physically and emotionally during the second trimester compared to the first?
2nd trimester with my 1st and 3rd child, I was sick. The 2nd trimester with my 2nd child, I never felt any nausea whatsoever. That was Luke, and never felt any nausea. But I felt okay. I wasn't tired. I was okay.
What were the key milestones or developments you experienced during this period?
I think everybody used to tell me I didn't look pregnant. I felt pregnant. I wasn't necessarily wearing maternity clothes yet. I was still wearing some of mainly my regular clothes. So the milestones, I think I don't even know if I hit any milestones at that time.
You're just like, I hope I really am pregnant.
Yeah, well, yeah. I always worried anyways.
Did you start preparing for the arrival of your baby, such as setting up the nursery or attending childbirth classes?
I didn't attend any childbirth classes. God, I don't even think I set up a nursery. With Olivia, no, I did set up her room. We painted and carpeted and put a crib and everything in there. But I already knew she wasn't going to sleep in there.
She gonna sleep with you, huh?
Yeah, just because I was working. Yeah. So I was only off for so then I knew, and I know that they wake up every hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah. So I instead of getting up, and I wanted to make sure
you want to be efficient, get some sleep.
And heard her, yeah.
What was your experience with any ultrasounds or additional prenatal tests during this time?
With Olivia, I didn't know what she was, so they didn't really do an extensive, too extensive. Olivia actually only had 1 sonogram, two ultrasounds with her, and the last one I got wasn't even, I don't know, it was just real simple. They didn't do any in-depth, nothing. Mm-hmm. With Luke, they looked at his brain, his heart, his fingers, his toes, his this, his that, and then they told me the gender. And then same with Matthew, they checked his brain, his heart, they did more extensive.
Did you have any worries about anything that ran in the family or that was hereditary?
No.
With any of the kids? No.
I didn't. I didn't. I just worried that they would be born healthy and alive.
And then we'll go from there. Yeah. Okay, and then for the 3rd trimester, how did you prepare for labor and the delivery in the 3rd trimester?
Okay, in the 3rd trimester, that is when I got baby showers and clothes and gifts, and packed my hospital bag. I had everything ready, and then that's kind of how I prepared. I didn't know when the child, would be born. I was trying to, I worked until the end, pretty much with every single one. and then I went into labor over the weekend, and I called out that Monday and said I went into labor, so I wouldn't be coming in. And I didn't know really how to prepare for any child. I just kind of, I made sure I washed their clothes. I made sure that their, everything was ready for them. Olivia was born in December, so I got her warmer clothes, and she hated being warm. That's about.
Let's see. What were the most notable changes in your body and health during this final stage?
Just when I would go to in all honesty, I didn't really have, I could do everything. I could do it, except I just couldn't fit. Like, when you're at the grocery store
trying to get skinny
and you go to move the cart, I remember hitting my stomach because I'm like, oh, I can't get the cart to go through anymore. So I couldn't tie my shoes with Luke. Couldn't tie my shoes towards the end during the third trimester. I swear I couldn't even see my feet. Olivia, I didn't really get that big, but just Luke, I couldn't tie my shoes anymore. I had to wear slip-ons because I couldn't see my feet, and I couldn't even bring my foot up to tie my shoe.
How did you come to your to like how like you were gonna give birth, or did you have any like C-sections or anything like that?
No, Olivia, they actually gave me Pitocin to induce labor. She was only like 4 days. It was only 4 days before, but they went ahead and induced me. So I had her early. Luke, I just remember me being so big and him feeling so heavy, and he was the longest labor, and I did not think I was gonna make it. I wanted to die because the labor was just really long and hard and difficult. Olivia was super easy. Luke was very hard. Matthew was born 3 weeks and 6 days early, so he was a little bit smaller, but he was still 6 pounds 3 ounces. So he would have been 9 pounds, even 10 pounds, almost the size of Luke. But he was just born earlier. He came very quickly, rapidly. My membranes, it was a medical thing, and so he was born, unfortunately, early, and then they put him in the NICU. So that was he had to be in there for like a week and a half, and then I had Luke at home, who was only not even 2 years old at that time. But it was a lot.